Hi guys, Stevie here again from Steagall Saber Installs. Just finished up another Saber, and it's a commission for another customer, and it is absolutely awesome. I'm so stoked with it, and I can't wait to show you guys. I haven't had time to charge it yet. I'm that excited to show you. It's there's a few circulating already, obviously, because I'm a bit behind, but it is a Korbanth DV6, and this thing is fucking awesome. This is my all-time favourite movie saber. It's a Darth Vader, obviously, episode 6, Return of the Jedi, inspired hilt, and this thing is a beast. Like, you cannot get any better than that on the market. And I got it in my hands right here. Like, this thing, this is childhood coming right back at me. Like, this is awesome. Yeah, like, I'm speechless. This thing is awesome. So, yeah, the customer requested a Nano Biscotte V3 with a Tri Cree red LED for maximum color and brightness. 18650 rechargeable cell with the charge port in hilt in the chassis, a 2-watt bass speaker, 28 millimeter, and I think that's about it. Yeah. So when this arrived to me, it did not have a black emitter. It came standard silver, as they all do, and I had to hit it with some paint. So to get that finish, you can see here that it's pretty much the same finish, which I'm absolutely wrapped with. I couldn't have asked for a better finish, considering that came from a can. Like, that is awesome. So there's a bit of a technique to it for yous out there that want to do it yourself. If you remove the shroud and paint it and try and put the shroud back on, you're probably going to scratch it. And I've seen it happen on the forums and all that, and Facebook pages, so obviously I didn't want to do that. I found that if you take this off, take everything off, you should be able to slide this down and twist it slightly down past where you need to paint it to. Only issue with that is you also have to try and get the brass pins back in here, in there. So I just hit it with the matte black Rust-Oleum. Then I clear coated it with a Dual Lux semi-gloss clear, and it came off a treat. So yeah, once that was done, I found that you can get the top pins in pretty easy. Then I slid this up very, very carefully, ever so gently, up past this again. I actually got past there. You have to get on the right angle and dead set. You have to get it dead set square, like, to get it right. And then I got the bottom pins in, and then again slowly slid it just back down, and it was right to go. So yeah, besides that, it rocked up from Randy, and it was pretty much pretty good condition, a lot better condition. Mine did too, compared to the MPP Flash Saber, the other Darth Vader one. This one, it blows the other one out of the water in quality, just from handling, really, just the handling. So yeah, it's all my electronics is housed in a chassis from before Mordor, from Shapeways. I give him kudos. He was one of the first, probably the first one to develop a chassis for this Saber. So yeah, props to him. He got it done, I think it was within the first week, maybe a few days that these were landing in people's letterboxes. He had the chassis ready to go. So got some mad skills there to get that 3D rendered, because rendering is not easy. I'm dabbling in it at the moment, and my god, I can't get my head around it yet. So yeah, good job. It needs some tweaks. I think I got the early chassis the first one that first came out, the design, so it's been tweaked since then, I think. But the first one had to Dremel away the speaker holder because there was clips there which didn't allow this to go back on the grip. And then also once that was done, to put a 2-watt bass speaker in there, I had to Dremel the whole chassis down probably 3-4 mil. Otherwise, if I put the speaker in, it still wouldn't fully tighten. So it just needs some work in there. The same in the recharge port area. Try and get the charge port in. I had to just Dremel away some of the area, touch it up with paint afterwards so it doesn't look too bad on the speaker area. Besides that, everything else is like Mickey Mouse. The speaker, the battery holder is perfect. The channeling that he's done for the wires to pass from the switch down to the soundboard is perfect. It's nice and deep, nice and wide, so you can get the wires through, no issues. Yeah, can't complain. He's done a good job. I highly recommend him for any of your chassis for sure. So yeah, let's fire it up, I guess. It hasn't been charged, as I said earlier, so hopefully it doesn't play up on us. But yeah, let's fire this up. I think this is like meat. So yeah, it's nice and bright. And this thing is a beast. I love it. So I think it's running light meat at the moment. So that rattling's just the D-ring up here and the D-ring down here. So I heard them. No rattling, but I don't mind it. So yeah, that's it. I'll do dark meat with the blade in for you guys, just so you can see it light up properly. So the switch, the same as the K4, came with a switch that's 2 switches, which is handy for nothing really because they're running in together, so you can't even have one as an auxiliary, so you have to use different switches anyway. But I have done it so this one, I separated the switches, so this one still sounds like there's a switch there and works like a switch. It's just fake. It's a faux switch. So that one is not doing anything, but that one is still working. I've only done the single switch as the customer requested it. Also, these are not real bolts or screws, whatever you want to call them. They're also not threaded, so they have to be glued in, otherwise they will not hold. So I just dabbed a few dots of Loctite in there, pushed them in, held them in for a few seconds, and they're good to go. Don't know how long they would last if you're going to duel with one of these, but yeah, it does the trick. But yeah, this thing's awesome. So I'll put the blade in for you. I won't talk too much. So I've got a blade plug in it currently. It's mine for my build. This is a Korbanth, not Korbanth, sorry, KR Sabers, sorry Cal, DV6 blade plug. And it's nice. I think it's about 20 bucks from, it was from his Etsy store that he doesn't have open anymore. He's got his own website you can go to, saberarmory.co, I think. So yeah, I'll still have to Dremel down this thread on this nailed knob. You can see there's a bit of a gap here, so I have to Dremel that down, so it just, because that holds that shroud on, so I'll just have to get that down so it's nice and flat and holds that on nicely. I'll probably Dremel down the retention screw too, because it sits out a bit too far. So I'll do that when I get a chance, and then this is pretty much done. So let's fire it up with the blade in. Yeah. Nice and bright. No, I've still got light meat on. Sorry, let's do dark meat. It'll match the Saber much more. Ah, that is awesome. Yes. Louder too. Slap. So yeah, this thing is awesome. Sorry. Premature ignition. So yeah guys, I'm stoked with this. I'm sure the customer will be wrapped with it too. It was actually supposed to be a gift for someone else and he's decided to keep it, that he got that excited, so I don't blame him. This thing is awesome. Cannot wait to do mine. So yeah, there you go Josh, I hope you're happy with that. I'll send this out with the rest of your Sabers once the 2 Romans are done. So yeah, up next I've got a couple Romans to do for the same customer, and they are going to be a bit of a task, but they are going to turn up pretty good. I'm pretty sure they're weathered Romans, MK1s, so they'll look good. When I get the chance and some extra cash, I will be buying the crystal chassis for this, for mine. And I'll be doing a deep red amber LED with Prism V4, which is mainly just for the auxiliary features and the blade lockup, same thing. But yeah, I want the deep red in it for sure. It looks awesome, so keep an eye out for that one. Once I get the chance in my build log to do another one of my personal Sabers, I shall do it. But at this rate, don't see it happening anytime soon. I am under the pump, so it's good. It's good. I just want to say thanks to everyone for the support and everyone that's trusting me to build these and bring them to life for you. I really appreciate it. I just want you to know that I do work a full-time job as well, so I'm doing 40 hours there a week, plus doing this on the side and any spare minutes that I get. So yeah, just please be patient if you're wondering why my lead times are starting to get a bit longer. It's because I'm busy, personal life as well as work as well as this. So yeah, there's a fair few of you contacting me now for some Sabers, and yeah, the lead times still aren't too bad. It's just the wait time for the actual, once this gets on the table, it's done pretty quick. It's just a matter of parts getting here. Being in Australia, it sucks getting parts here, so especially chassis is the hard part. So yeah, just bear with me. That's the main thing holding me up, is the chassis. So just yeah, bear with me. I thank you, and very appreciative of all the trust and Sabers you've been sending me. So yeah, if you've got any questions in regards to this, feel free to hit the comment section and I will help the best way I can, and also share, like, hit up my Facebook page. I'll have some high-res photos of this with a build log breakdown. So yeah, thanks guys.